Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick us off, here's Justin Rohrwasser. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And not only is he blessed physically, this guy is the quintessential gym rat. Cannot get enough football. In fact, during his rookie season, when he was charged with being the guy who brought the food to the quarterback meetings early, and they would often start at 5 in the morning, he always beat everyone else to the building and was ready to go before the rest of the guys arrived.
A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And an Eagle first down.
Wentz now on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wentz now to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
First carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Wells. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
The 43-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wells. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
To Laviska Shenault. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wentz's pass complete.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
And he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Wells. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Wells into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Bill Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Philadelphia.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wells. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing his Wentz. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. You that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Wells. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 14.
From the gun, Wells. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
On for the point after.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Wells. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for number
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Wells. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Wells. High throw, but the catch is made. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wells. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
To kick off for Philly.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wells got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards that time, and a Washington 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Eagles' 21-yard line.
Now it's Henry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game.
What? SMACK?
Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
He's brought down.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Wells, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Eagle first down.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got called for the penalty. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Philadelphia.
On 1st down, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. Now
Wentz on 3rd down. And he's is going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Washington 14.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 24-yard line.
And the Washington offense heading out. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Second and 10.
Back to the air on second down. Wells. That one caught by Gibson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Back to throw. Wells. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Washington on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third and 11. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington has retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. To throw is Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 67 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Huh? Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side. Right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
On second down now, it's Gibson. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Wells. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 10. At their
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down, Wells. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll give Henry another shot, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now Wentz and the Eagles down 28-24, 56 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here first and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles,